is your music? Let's see what we got.
I made coffee because I was practicing before I left and then they told me to bring me.
So, there's a very good chance that you will play at the master class a week from Monday. And that you will play your bruch, hopefully with piano. Now, let's start with the things that we haven't worked on. Let's spend like maybe 20 minutes on Scherzo Tarantella. Go ahead and tune. You might want to put your hair up because you're going to burn up. It's so hot in here. I'll hold your violin. It's just save time because we have
this is the
less
only
time
time
today.
they need to put on the AC.
Well, that was like at the beginning of the winter when there was no heat, so it's a very old system, so things are kind of breaking down. Now, first of all, tell me how practicing is going.
It's going good.
Now, are you being able to be present with your head for
I'm
a longer
trying my
chance of
best
time?
to keep doing that.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to sustain it through the whole practice. I'm
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to, really get into parts so I can
So you can make sure that your focus went good. That's great. So you've practiced Scherzo Tarantella, Bruch. What else?
the AT pad didn't print it out. I left my music at my house, so this is the copy of the stuff, but I have it all memorized.
Yeah, I know you have that memorized. Yes. You know what? Let's start with it just so we're done with it, and hopefully we will move to a new one. fun in double stops because I think that will benefit you in the long term. Hmm?
I said yay.
Yay! Now let me ask you: have you done just one?
Oh no.
Okay, I think that the next stop is going to be just one. It's not a lot of double stops. This is a chord playing preparation etude. And there's a very specific way in which I want you to play it because it's a chord preparation. Now, each one of these is going to start at the frog. You're going to save your bow. So for the double stop, you will play about that much bow.
Okay.
And then the single stop at the top is going to come after the crescendo, and you're going to really voice it. So in other words, we've got. So again. Do you want to try that? Just to make sure that you got the instructions.
Maybe.
What key are we in, by the way?
A flat major.
Ooh. It didn't sound like major to me.
Minor, sorry. Wait, what?
Check the last note. You're right about A flat having 4 flats in the key signature, but what is it? Does it have a parallel minor friend?
I don't know.
A flat major? Every major scale has a relative. Actually, not parallel. Sorry, I'm translating directly from Bulgarian, and it's the relative minor key. Every major key has a relative minor, as every minor has a relative major. So, what's the relative minor of A flat? F minor. It's the tonic that's a minor third below. So this is an etude in F minor, which is a really difficult key on the violin to play in tune. So can you play F minor scale in 1 octave? Let's make it melodic. Yeah, just so your ear is oriented in the key in which you will play, and now you will see how much sense this makes once you start reading the etude. Start from the tip. This will be at the tip, and so there's going to be quite a bit of air travel on that. So let me demonstrate here so you have something at home to look at. So we start at the tip. There's a little lift, then you place, and then you crescendo doing this. And I want you to really vibrate to the top note once you get to it. Save your bow. Great. Let's work on that much just to make sure that you will be doing this. The notes are not that difficult, are they? Not at all. So the crucial thing is when you play the chord preparation bit, that there is a crescendo that goes through the bass, and that you arrive in a nice curvature to the top note. So, play the bass and freeze. Okay, just freeze. We're a little bit too high on the bow for that, so we need to freeze a little bit. Okay, good. Now, do you see where the E string is going to be on the bow? So basically, we have to backtrack that much as we pivot, because the E string is closer to the frog, and then you just start for a split second on both strings, and then you go alone on the E. Yes, in the crescendo. Yeah, so you have to hear the expanding. Just right. Yes. Now, when the bow is on 2 strings, how does its weight compare when it's on 1 string?
The more the weight is going to go on a lower string.
It's twice heavier when it's on both strings, right? Compared to 1 string. So there's a very kind of tricky balance to follow with the hand. You will feel it once you start, because you begin on 2 strings, and then you have to remain on 1 alone. So you have to crescendo the 2 strings, and then get with elegance to the one string. And on the one string, we compensate for the less weight with the bow with more vibrato. Yes, so it kind of it's like floodgates have to open into the top voice. So. Now, do you see how I'm overlapping also? So I started, I played the top string on time, but I overhold ever so slightly the lower string. Yes. Start piano and crescendo. Piano crescendo. Right, and just let's ignore the dots. They just indicate that we're playing on separate bows there. So just very melodious. Then. So slow bow.
Yeah. So when you're at the top, do you decrescendo, or do you keep the same?
So the volume from on this note I don't decrescendo. On this one I keep the volume now. So it comes away naturally a little bit on the last up bow, the long one. But the yes. Piano crescendo. Yeah, but don't stop the bow. Don't after don't stop the bow, and then it's just make it it's getting better. Now I'm hearing something dangerous. I hear you lifting your fingers while the strings are still ringing from the bow. So make sure that it sounds very pure and just very full and very satisfying on that chord. One more thing. You need to start with less hair, and then as you increase the weight, flatten the hair and then sing the top. Yes. You have to flatten the hair. Flatten toward start here, and as you cross and go through the balance point, that's when you flatten. Yes. Yes. You have to be flat by the time you get here, okay? Sorry for doing that. Yes. One more time. Let's do it one more time. So you have to be a little bit braver with flattening the hair. Just do you see the amount of roll that we get? So the moment you cross the balance point, you want to be flat, because if you're on the side, you will have very difficult time flipping the bow with full hair. Yes. Good. Good. Yes. So that's how you practice the entire
So it's the 37.
So 37. It's a famous chord preparation aid. Now let's go to Scherzo d'Ardella.
Yay! I should probably take this off.
Okay. Yeah, I cannot play with bracelets or anything on my ears, on my hands. Yeah. So. Ella, the spiccato is getting too heavy, and it's just somehow bulky. Now, look,
Sorry.
the tone on the spiccato is not good.
Okay. Like, is it too harsh?
Now, come here. Do you need to put the rosin in your
Oh,
bowl? If you need to, go ahead and do that because I need your full attention. So go ahead and put your rosin on.
Sorry. It's just the bottom.
Yep. I heard the noise. Okay.
Ooh.
So look, for the tone, even when the bow comes off the string, the following rule applies. Now, if I'm just playing like this, with no contact, check the amount of contact that I have. Just lift my bow. See, there is no contact. Now, I'm playing with the same volume. Check my contact now. It's a different ball game altogether for this. So you're trying to play your spiccato, just not doing any of this. You have to still be producing this kind of tone when you do the spiccato. So first of all, let's just find the tone. And you can use as much bow in whatever part of the bow you wish. I just want you to feel the playing in piano with contact. Freeze, because I need to check your contact. Yes, so you feel that there is a difference between just letting go do this and actually directing it into the string. Yeah, not too heavy, just too light, but with contact. Ah, that's good. Do you feel the difference in the hand now? Stay closer to the string. That's a whole lot better. Can we do down and up and down and up? That's better. Now, can you relax a little bit so it's not so much with the whole arm, but yes. So that's your sound. Now. Can we get to the spiccato part? Stay closer to the string. It tends to get way too high from the string. Now, can you focus on it for a moment? Like for 20 seconds, because it takes 5 seconds to play all of this. That's better. Now, can we do it a little bit quicker? But still not with the whole arm. Feel that you're controlling the sound from here, because those are short strokes. It feels like the frog is really heavy and it keeps kind of going this way away from the string. And that's why when you have to cross over the lower strings, you're late. Yeah. So it's what you do from here to control where the tip is going. So don't let the tip fly that way away from the strings. Much better. Now, can you start the piece at the tip? Because that's where people usually play that. Yeah, and I would like you to have a little bit more tufone. So. On the up bow note. Yeah, and can we do it with a little bit more taste, though? Yeah, so listen to yourself. It's again how you imagine the tip going. Can I have your bow for a second? Let me see what's happening here. Yeah, it's a little bit heavy on the frog and a little bit light on the tip, so you really you need to put more rosin on this, because even for my hand, and I'm much stronger than you, it's not enough. Can I have your rosin? How frequently do you rosin your bow?
Whatever I need it.
Well,
Doesn't
look
show.
now. Do you see the color of the hair? So this is hair that has no rosin on it. That's why you have to work so hard because there is no friction there. You need much more friction. Now, this bow has an awful lot of hair, and it just feels a little bit bulky in the hand, which means that you have to work extra hard to make it sound crisp and.
Also, I was working on saving my bow in my book, and so I used like a smaller bow. With that, is that okay to do?
Smaller bow? What do you mean smaller bow?
Like I tried doing this stuff that I tried to save my bow in with like a smaller.
Oh.
So I used my old.
We'll see. We will, your old bow? Your shorter bow?
Yeah.
Ah!
Is that
Ella, no. Your bow has to be proportionate to the instrument on which you're playing. Oh, you mean just to make yourself play with less bow?
Yeah.
You practice with that. Well,
I barely practiced with it. I just did it in that one section.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's an interesting experiment, but I mean it won't. Yeah.
It's very bright.
It probably is going to release an awful lot of this. But the thing is that you just didn't. The rosin itself has to be distributed on all of the hairs, not just on some of them. So that's it's too tight. It's very hot and drying here. So we need to. That should be better. So now Ella. Again, on the E string, you have to play with contact for this. Good. How do you like that? It's much easier to play, isn't it? Okay.
So it doesn't sound too hard. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, it was impossible what you were trying to do here. Now, it means that you will have to clean your violin really well because you don't want the rosin grains. Anyway, let's go on.
Do I start from?
Sure. Yeah, and here on this one, so you have to get yourself to the tip again because you have to play this at the right place of the bow. So UB, do you know what this stands? Use bow, which is a little bit friendlier than the whole bow. Whole bow is I don't know. I prefer UB. It's just use your bow so you get to the tip there, and it can't be a very heavy bow, right? So you just get there.
Whoa.
Light, so okay. But I still hit that. So just can we try this part? Yeah. Now you need to start with contact, and then as you go down the tip, it's going to be almost no contact. But you have to initiate the sound with contact, otherwise we get nothing. So start with contact and then just yes. Now can you look at my hand, my index finger in particular? So I start with contact, and then as I move there, it's almost this. But it has to be with the horizontal motion that will take the bow. Yes, that's how you will get there. Right. So. Better. So you will mess with that. Good. Go on. So this is the tip. Now let's tip. Or do you know also a very elegant way of indicating that? Have you seen this one? Point. Yeah, it's at the point. The British call this the point. This is the heel. Very, very dance-like, isn't it? It's so on point. So be at the tip here. Here we observe down, up, right? So let's make sure that we practice with the right bounce. Point. So again, same thing. You have to get to again. Don't freak out. Just feel the contact. It's too heavy. It's way too heavy on this, and you're working too hard. So think about what you need to do so the tip doesn't fly away from the string. So leggero. Do you know leggero?
No.
We talked about this term. I'm pretty sure we did. You know, the conductor who worked here before George Jackson, he mispronounced pretty much every music term that when I was in rehearsals there. And he didn't know how to say leggero. It was just ridiculous what he was saying. Can you say that word, leggero?
Leggero?
Leggero, yes, means light in Italian. Okay, you need to know this term. And so you will play leggero and in piano. Actually, it's impossible to play leggero in forte, but piano. This whole thing needs to remain piano. Can you try that? Da, 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 da. One more time. Better. So tip again, point again at the point. Okay, now just bit at the point that happens. I see you struggling with the bow at an angle like this. Can you? So the bow has to be straight. Yes, that's so much better. Straight bow. So I'm going to put another indication here, tip, and this is for straight bow at the tip, not at an angle. Okay? Yes. No. Yeah, you have to stay for that if you want to have that little tooth. Yeah, and here on these guys, you have to. Do you know what this shorthand that I'm putting into your music stands for? It's of my own invention. Connect. C stands for connect.
Oh, it reminded me of like pickup.
Pickup? Like pickup? Well, no, these are not pickups. You really have to connect through them. C on that. So one more time. Point. Same thing. So you have to connect on those. And now again, straight bow and to the point. So straight bow, here you be. So it's always the same thing. Don't get upset. Yeah, and feel this. So much more virtuosic. Don't say. Don't apologize on this. So this is your cadence here. So with conviction. Straighten the bow, straighten the bow, straighten the bow. Yes, and if you're going to do the harmonic, do it on a separate bow. Don't miss it as I did. Right. So it's two bows.
Oh, do I keep my fingers down too? Because I heard the G.
If you can reach, keep them down. For me, it's a little bit dangerous. So actually, I'm probably going to swing the elbow underneath to have easier time reaching farther with the pinky. Straighten the bow though. It's great, but beautiful. Yes. Yes.
Whoa!
Wow, that was great. That was fantastic.
The harmonic kind of sharp, but
Well, it was with really good sound. Yes. Now let's move on. By the way, a week from that master class, you're going to perform this piece in studio class, memorized. That's your assignment.
with the piano.
Well, if you can put it with piano, yes.
Oh, the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing. It's time. You've had this for a long time, so it's time. Now let's move. Fantastic. Now, Ella, if it's a little bit quicker, it will be easier. You have to feel the contact during those runs. So could we start right here on this and feel that contact and tone production?
So do I have to?
You don't want to be at the extreme tip of the bow for this because this is not a very long run, but so probably about here is where we will start it. And start with contact. So the first note already you need to have the contact there. Brava! This is so much better, don't you think? So you will have easier time speeding this up if it already sounds so good. Go on. Can we check the notes here? Let's go slowly through here. Let's do just 6 to a bow. So this is all by itself. It will change on the bar lines. Okay, so can we do that much one more time? Let's start on an up. That's, can you manage that speed without crashing? Two. Yes, it's very important that you don't lose your feel for the beat here. So can we start up here? So on that top G. Yeah, but I want to hear. No, you're not. You have to change in the beats. So you have to feel the triplets. Now, 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 now. So do you see how the math checks out when you play with the beats and all that? I know it's a hemiola because it sounds like we're playing duplets, but you have to feel the triplets instead. Right. So once it becomes a little bit more secure, then you will try with the original bowings because we're a little bit quicker, and then you can start speeding that up. Good? Going on. Oops. Now, do you mind observing the bowings though? So this one starts with an up bow here. So let's start from here. Yeah, you know what? You don't have your bowings transferred to this page. How come?
Get what?
Your bowings, they're not transferred to this page.
I've never done this page before.
Oh, okay. So, well, you need to do the homework then.
Yeah.
Because you have 2 weeks. Okay. You can do it. There's a lot of repetition, but please, we have to finish the piece. We cannot do that such low yield. Considering how fast you learn, low yield like this is just not a good thing. You have my part, right? I sent you the original. So you need to transfer
I
the
think you
bowings.
sent me the first 2 pages. I don't know.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I sent you all of it. So this is now. How about you get ready on your book? Oh, wrong one here. Sorry. Oh, I see what is going on here.
79. Still.
Yeah, it's extremely hot in here. So when you get home, check whether you have the music. With all of the markings and everything, because it's
on the double stops in the middle of that page, I don't really know how to figure them out.
well, you look at the moving voice and you start from there. Are you talking about the octaves here?
Like those and like all that.
Well, now can you play just the octaves? Ignore what happens in it's the second eighth of the. Go to the G string. You stay there. G string. No, you keep going up on the G string. Yes. And G sharp, G natural. F sharp, yes. So we right here. So then what you need to do is just play an open string against whatever your fourth finger is doing on the G string. Yes, so you have to keep clear coast. No, you need to come down. When you get to the open A string, can you play both voices? Yes. There's some strange things that are happening. So. So in my music, actually, this is always on an up bow, and the moving voice is always on a down. So that's how we will solve the issue. Can you try that? So octave, play the octave. That's right. Yeah, play double stop though. On the A string, you have to play double stop. Yes. Yeah, and you will have to transfer your fingering from the file that I sent. Okay. This is going to be similar. Again, transfer fingerings and everything from this you'll have easier time reading. Good.
So is it the same thing, but it's just
Well, it's not quite the same thing. With the sorry. The D should be down, but no. What was it? I don't remember. Okay, so here on this, you need to start. This is on an up, so the open Gs are down, and this is always so. Sorry. So that's what you need to do. You need to learn the top, and the top is always with the up bows. Sorry. So that's going to be this one, and then you've got. And sorry, I played an E flat, E natural here. So
the 32nd one.
Oh yeah, that will help here. But now, do you see how once you arrive here, you have to feel the triplets again. So let's see how you. So whatever you do, this has to become an up bow, and then this will be a down bow.
Okay.
And then when you start on the triplets in chords, that's what it will be like.
Okay.
So this is up. So this is how your bonus will work out on this. Good?
Okay.
We're good? Great.
I was just wondering, because I'm going to learn it in the next week, so I'll learn how to.
Well, you have to start working on this today. That's the last movement.
Oh.
So.
That's
Okay, so let's start with the second. Ooh. Ella, this is not a double dotted figure. It's a very broad note. Now, can you make sure that you have really good contact on this? So keep the singiness and the contact on this. Vibrate it. Very connected here on this. I hear marcato, marcato, marcato. So really sustain and connect. Da, ya, da, da, flat. So sustain and connect.
tired.
Is your head getting tired? Because your musicality seems to drift in and out of this. Some things are really good, and then there are things where she's really tired and is not. Can we start from the piano here? And now can you borrow your equipment for a second because it sounds very grainy. Do you hear the grainy how grainy the sound is? So. So you have to keep playing with contact on this, so it doesn't sound. It sounds grainy like that. So find a good sound point for this. So use the right amount of bow, no grainy playing. That's grainy. Find it. It's you have to thread the bow. Yes. You need contact. So it's going to be with less hair because it's in piano, and maybe not too high of a sound point. Yes. Grainy. It sounds very grainy. It's you need to start adding more contact as you crescendo. Let's make it beautiful. More crescendo, bitch. That's much better. Now here, save your bow because you are running out of bow for this note.
Okay.
Is it more satisfactory to play with sound that is not grainy? It's more satisfactory to listen to it as well. One more time. Let's start on when it crescendos from here. Yeah, and now look, Ella, if the bow is biased this way, it's going to be scratchier than if it's biased this way for tone. Now, if you really have to save and play very strong into the string, then you will have to bias the bow and turn it this way, deep into the string to go with that. But otherwise, it will be. Yes, our alarm just went off. Yes.
Hi.
And okay, let's turn off the video here because we're.
I
we have
just
to
wanted
finish.
to know a couple things.